Greetings, everyone. This is Sophisticated Intuition with your spiritual insight messages for the year of 2020. This is a general reading and it may or may not resonate with you. If you are interested in a personal reading, my information is in the description box. I have already meditated and shuffled the cards. I will be laying out 4 cards from the Black Moon Astrology to give an overall energy for each quarter of the year. And then I will be drawing 1 card for each month of the year of 2020 with clarifiers, and then I'll give you your message. So let's go ahead and begin. Holy Spirit, Archangels, angels, ascended masters, and the ancestors, what message do we have for the sign of Cancer for the year of 2020? Let's see. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. All right. Your overall energy here for the year from the Black Moon Astrology is going to be the Leo card, which is similar to the strength card in the traditional tarot deck. So it says there that I will. So you need to have the will to control yourself, really. And I apologize. There might be a puppy barking in the back. He should quiet down here in a little bit. So I apologize if that's in your reading, but just take it as confirmation. Okay. So again, the overall energy is to have the will to restrain yourself, if you will, to stand in your own power. Leos are very powerful, very, like when I think, well, Leos are, but when I think about lions, I think about the power that they have. But they also are very uh, calculated in their steps, right? If you ever watch a lion getting ready to attack its prey, like it is very methodical, very strategic. Okay, so that's the energy for your overall throughout the quarters of this year. So first we have Saturn. Talks about truth. It talks about karma. It talks about this card does represent in the traditional tarot the 3 of Swords. So it talks about some heartbreak. Okay, so maybe in your first quarter you are healing from, or you're going to experience, a heartbreak of some sort. But it is a karma or a karmic cycle ending in your life. It is a necessary truth, is what I'm hearing. A necessary truth for you, Cancer. In your second quarter, looky, Cancer, I feel. So that's just to represent you. That's just bringing in your energy into that second quarter. You may be dealing with your emotions, of course. If you've had to experience any kind of heartache or heartbreak or any kind of loss, you may be going through the cycles of those emotions, going through the cycles of that healing, but still being in your own element, if you will. Okay. In the third quarter, we have the 10th house and the world. So that talks about new cycles beginning in your life. I'm always drawn to this clock that's at the top of the card there. Like the time is now. Okay, for you to begin a new cycle in your life. So you are going to be recovering from whatever this heartache or heartbreak is that you experience at the very beginning of the year, and then you're going to walk into a new cycle towards the third quarter or in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, we have the Mercury retrograde and reinvention. Okay, so when Mercury retrograde happens, we can have some trouble with communicating. We can, we have one coming in February. I'm not sure. I will not sit here and say that I am the guru of the planetary alignments and when things are going to occur there. But I did look up for when the next one would be occurring, and we have one coming in February. But this is showing up in your fourth quarter, so there may be I'm certain that there's going to be another one, and we'll have to, do the research for yourself to see when that may play out. But it could just be speaking to how you're communicating. Be mindful of missed messages or miscommunications. It's also a looking back. It's also it's in your fourth quarter, and a lot of the times towards the end of the year we start to reflect on what has occurred throughout the year, um, so that we can reinvent ourselves. So that's what it's looking like for you, Cancer, in the fourth quarter. All right, so we're going to get into your tarot. So what messages do we have for the sign of Cancer for the year of 2020? Okay. Okay. Excuse me, I have an alarm going off. For what purpose, I do not know. Take that as a confirmation, Cancer. And one more message for Cancer. Your cards are just jumping at me here. Yes, thank you. All right. Overall energy, 9 of Pentacles. Beautiful. Knowing your worth, being strong and independent. This is like the mini empress, if you will. So she has it going on. She's creative and she's abundant. Okay. And don't take the genders, to heart. We're all divine masculine, divine feminine. So however that applies to your life, this does represent earth, so it could be about being grounded in your season. Okay. That's what I hear in the spirit, right? Being grounded in your season. So the 9 of Pentacles, it's about independence. It's about singleness. So you could be headed into a season of singleness, Cancer, but definitely this is a very good card to have as your overall energy because you are standing in your power as well. Even though it's not representing your sign necessarily, but it definitely is giving me an energy of knowing what you are worth. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and clarify for the year of 2020 for the sign of Cancer. That's like the whole deck there. Let's see. Told you, guys just want to jump at me, Cancer. I apologize for all of the background noise. The walls are thin around here. So, way too many. It's a beautiful reading so far. Oops. Maybe that was meant to be there. Interesting. Very interesting. Messages do we have for the sign of Cancer for the year of 2020? Well, that's just me. Sometimes I'm a little clumsy here. That's the whole deck. I've been reading for hours, y'all. So, okay. Well, we got the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy, Cancer. So, that is the hand of the divine, the hand of source, universe, God, whatever it is that you know, resonate with, pouring out a blessing that is just overflowing. So that is beautiful energy for you. Um, that's self love. Okay, very beautiful. All right, so what I'm looking at in the month of January, I'm really pulling in energy. Here we go again with that strength card, right? With that Leo energy. So Leo could be significant to you, Cancer. And then you have the Two of Pentacles, which talks about balancing or juggling even. It also talks about a decision. So you having to have some strength in a decision that you need to make, being able to tame yourself. Or having the determination and the will to make the decision that you need to do in the month of January, or at least at the beginning of the year. Then we have in February, we have a little bit of love going on. Okay, and but this could be in any area of your life. So we have the Queen of Pentacles here, because so it could definitely be in terms of your career or success, your money, your materials, and then we have the Page of Cups. It's water energy. It's Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Okay, I have that fish in that cup, so it always for me is a very strong Pisces energy. But don't again, don't get too caught up in that. But it looks like there's some very stable offer, okay, in whatever area that applies to your life in the month of February, that's coming towards you, that um, that it looks like a I'm sorry. It does. It looks like a I'm sorry. Like I apologize. Here's my cup. And a little bit of I'm pulling up thank you for your cup. I appreciate it. Um I got my pinnacle. I'm good. So there could be something like that for you, Cancer, in the month of February going on. Then we have the Fool with the Ten of Pentacles. Love it. Love, 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 love it. Let's see if I can get that focused properly here. Ten of Pentacles, this talks about, everything. It's about everything. It does talk about like a new beginning, or an ending. Tens are about endings, and then you have the Fool, so there's a new beginning. So there's definitely a new beginning in life, and I'm really just picking that up heavily for all of the signs. I'm pretty sure like throughout the years there's been like, it's a new beginning, it's a new year, it's a new me, but there is something very there is something about 2020 that is causing a shift for the entire collective in terms of transformation, no longer being associated with things of your past, like people who made resolutions. I stepped away from resolutions many years ago. I started making declarations. So whether you made a resolution or a declaration, or you just had you know, an epiphany that this was the thing that needed to go, like this is the year that happens, and then you walk into a very successful new beginning. Okay, this is surrounding around the time of March, because the Fool is a has that same energy around that March time frame, and this is pulled in that time frame. So be on the lookout for your very, very new beginning. Like you're just taking a leap of faith, like I'm out of here, I'm jumping in head first, or in this case, he's going feet first off the cliff, but towards my everything, my success. Okay, Cancer, very exciting. And it shows up here again in April, where you're moving away from something that has made you sad, or there's some grief over something, because you have the Six of Swords here with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups talks about grief, sadness, depression, but you are moving out of that. You are no longer in that energy. So that's very exciting. That's a very simple message. So I'm not going to linger too long. I'm not um, seeing or hearing anything additional there. It's just that you are coming out of the energy of sadness, of depression. You are regaining your true self in the month of April there. In the month of May, it looks like there's some patience that you need to have, some level of balance. We have the Page of Swords there, which he is, I feel like he's the stalker of the deck. He watches you, but we have this angel here, so I almost feel like the angels are watching over you. Like, that's what I feel for you, Cancer. I'm getting that very strong. Like, the angels are watching over you, and they are carefully mixing together, um, what you need in life, and they're gonna pour it out on you. And that's what I got from that Ace of Cups. Like, the this is very beautiful. This is very beautiful. I feel like the angels are watching over you. That's Temperance. That also represents Sagittarius. I'm a Sag. Hey, so you could have a Sagittarian that happens to be watching over you and making sure that you are okay out there. Okay. Then we go into June, where there is some fast. Look, this is the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Listen, baby, some coming at you, okay? Something is coming at you. Sometimes the Knight of Wands can talk about, or excuse me, the Knight of Swords can talk about a harsh truth, that's coming at you quickly. But it is, whatever it is coming fast at you in the month of June. So be aware of that, okay? And then it kind of leads me into July, where we have Temperance again with the Devil. And what I'm really picking up very heavily off of this energy is that whatever happened in June that came at you quickly, you're having to have, some patience about it, because you don't want to get, um, beside yourself, I guess. Like, the devil can talk about indulgence. So you don't want to overindulge in whatever this is that's coming towards you quickly, whether it's a good or a bad. I'm not really picking up any bad, but what I'm picking up is, or I don't even want to say bad, but like a lower vibration. I'm not picking up the lower vibration, but what I am picking up is that you want to be mindful of how you react to the thing that's coming towards you. Because if it is of a lower vibration, you want to have patience with it. You don't want to react like you have in the past, hot tempered. You want to have a mild temper to whatever approaches you in the month of June, carried over into the month of July. How you react to that is what you attract to yourself in the near future. All right, so then going into August, you have some good news that awaits you. So there's very good news too. I have the Three of Wands with the Page of Wands, and that's fire energy. That's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Both of those are. So you may have some strong connection to a fire sign. And there's some good news that's coming towards you in the month of August. So in that, representation of the fire here could also be a timing. The Three of Wands is a timing card for me. So 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months in that time frame. Okay, there's good news coming towards you. And then you have the King of Wands with the Three of Cups. So this is about a celebration. Again, you have that fire energy, Cancer. So there's probably a fire element here. I have the Temperance here twice. So there may be a Sagittarius heavily involved in whatever it is that is successful for you, or could be a reconciliation with this fire sign perhaps. But it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty happy. Like, everybody is excited about this. I really feel like it's a party. There's a party. Okay. And that's in the month of September. All right. For the month of October, justice has shown up and the 10 of Wands is with that. So there is a fair and just decision in your favor, that allows you to set down some burdens that have been, with you. It could be, a court case, a legal case, an actual, you're trying to fight something and you win it, and it was a burden getting through that, but you have made it successful. Um, and again, it's in your favor. The Justice card does represent Libra, so it's in that time frame as well. So October, you do have Libras that are born in the month of October, so definitely going to be a time where there is some justice that is brought to you. Okay. Then we have in the month of November, looks like you're working on healing from a broken heart. So I don't know where this pops up at, because I have the Saturn card that came out, which talks about that karmic justice, that truth. It also kind of it is equates to the Three of Swords in the traditional tarot. So, but that was at the beginning of the year. So this is at the end of the year where you're working on it. You're working on it, and that could be something just internal where maybe you didn't truly grieve it at the beginning of the year like you were supposed to. You just push through, or you're pushing through at the end of the year some new heartbreak that comes about. So take that as it resonates, Cancer. But that is what's going on in the month of November. In the month of December, so I have the Ace of Wands with the Five of Wands, and usually for me, the Ace of Wands is a very higher vibration card. But with it here with this Five of Wands, okay, maybe not. Okay, so Spirit just said, the 5 plus the 1 is 6, so it's victory. Okay, which the Six of Wands represents that appreciation, that recognition, that victory. It's not the Six of Wands, it's the Five of Wands and the Ace of Wands, which tells me that there is some success over some type of conflict, competition, battle. I'm almost feeling like this is your weapon against all the rest of these people. So that's going on in December for you, Cancer. So I don't know if they're, in terms of this heartache that happened back in November, and then now you're still having to fight with people. But that's kind of the energy that I'm getting off of that towards the end of the year. So just be mindful of that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull any additional messages for you. All right. I already shuffled these. I don't know why I'm reshuffling them. Sometimes I forget. But let's see what we have for you, Cancer, for the year of 2020. All right, Cancer, for the year of 2020. Well, that was all me, y'all. That was all me. The year of 2020. One card, please. For the sign of Cancer. Oh my goodness. Kind of like how your reading was going earlier, where everything wanted to just jump out. Okay. Let's try that again, Spirit. One card for the sign of Cancer for the year of 2020. Any additional messages? I've been going at this for hours if I didn't say that already, so my card's probably just as tired as me. Should have just took those two. I was trying to just get you one, Cancer. A couple of the readings have, a few cards have jumped out instead of just the one, but I take what Spirit gives me. When I don't get a message, then that means there wasn't one for you. But let's see. There it is. New beginnings. Beautiful. New beginnings. And that's what I was saying. Like, this year is just very brand spanking new. Like, it's like as if everybody's slate got wiped clean. Nothing from your past even exists. Be brave and head into the brightness of your future with confidence, grace, and ease. Okay, Cancer. Uh, that's your message for 2020. Love and light.